now and about to be dispatched. Ready to run. They're off. And Red Mill dwelt at the start, missed it a couple of lengths. One of the first to get going is War in Paradise. Don's Legacy and Shapita jumped out well. It'll slot across right behind them into the box seat after the start outside of Lipstick Flickers. A length and a half, Mega Chino back there. And likewise Zenays being followed by Red Mill. Back last of all is Kimberly Charm. And so by the 650 they head, and Don's Legacy being sent around the outside by Kirby. He started to bustle it along now and it rolled to the top from War in Paradise. Over on the outside is Shapita. A length and a half off on the inside is Lipstick Flickers. Then the big grey Mega Chino rolling forward. 2 lengths behind them, Zenays, Red Mill and Kimberly Charm is last coming around the home corner. Don's Legacy straightened up. Into the bend they come. A length and a half clear. War in Paradise. Shapita just trying to hold it in. Don's Legacy nearing the 200. Shapita called upon. Mega Chino runs on. It's Don's Legacy, Shapita, Mega Chino. Don's Legacy with a kick. Shapita down the outside. Zenays. Mega Chino comes at Don's Legacy. Don's Legacy kicks and wins. Don's Legacy from Mega Chino or Zenays. And they beat off Shapita. Down the outside from last is Kimberly Charm. Behind those next in Lipstick Flickers, followed by Red Mill. And the last of them home is War in Paradise. Don's Legacy, number 2. Placed first up at Northam, ridden by Brodie Kirby. Off his 4-winner haul on the weekend, is amongst them very early on this afternoon. Elected to go forward when sitting in the breeze, take up the role of pacemaker, and then kick off the corner, Don's Legacy, to make it 2 wins out of 6 starts, and gets home here from number 4, Mega Chino, with 3 Zenays. A nice debut third. 4th, Shapita. 2, 4, 3, 1. The favourite there, with Azzopardi having to put the shillelagh across into the left hand as Shapita wanted to lay in rather noticeably over the final 200 metres. Don's Legacy was able to shrug it off with Mega Chino down the outside, and Zenays also working to the line really well. 105.41 they've posted, and it's a long neck and ahead. The margins, the winner is a Patronise gelding. Another win here for the Patronise stock. They're flowing in with monotonous regularity of late, trained by David Harrison and ridden by Brodie Kirby for David and Jenny Harrison, Nathan Shaw, Mrs. M.L. Shaw, Graham and Megan Donovan, and Howie Shaw, K. Apostolos, Tommy Tan, G. Young and the Darling View Thoroughbreds. 2nd, Mega Chino by Machino from Rosmopolitan, Tiana Robertson, Peter Hall, and Zenays is by Azevedo, Colin Webster and Troy Turner. 34.97, they're the closing 600 split with Don's Legacy home. Race number 3, the Iron Jack handicap at 224. Take out 2 Bombardier, 7 Chisano, 2 and 7 are out. A field of just the 6 there to run in the next event of the day. So we'll get to the yard, and David Harrison has made his way down there, and of course it continues this fine form, the resurgence of Brodie Kirby, with 4 half the card on Saturday and amongst the winners early this afternoon, Gareth.
Yeah, that's that indeed. He's just continued on his winning form, young Brodie Kirby, David Harrison. But that was a good performance by your galloper today, Don's Legacy. I think he got beaten by a pretty smart one there at Northam last start after leading, and today no such problems.
No, it was a good effort, yeah, kicking up into the breeze a bit, so I thought it might have been better just sitting outside the leader and backing off the speed would have made him win a bit easier, but he worked a bit longer than the rest of them and still fought on to the end, so it's good.
What kind of opinion do you have of him?
I think he's just a superstar, you know, like, but he goes through his grades and win a fair few races here for the owners.
Were you expecting that today?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
There you go. So it's a pretty handy day. Hopefully they got on.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. The other one ran a nice race too. She hit the line really well, so I thought she must have missed the kick a bit because she sat outside the leader last time, and she was second last today, so yeah, I don't know whether she missed a kick or slow into stride, but she hit the line really nice too.
Yeah, Kimberly Charm, she surprised the other day, but maybe she might be a horse that has been a little bit underrated by the punters.
Probably, yeah. So at least that shows that she'll probably get a bit further now, and you know, she's a brother goes a bit further over distance, so yeah, so hopefully she'll get a bit further.
Have you got any winners that we should be keeping an eye out for the punters out there from the D. Harrison stable?
Well,
any whispers?
I'm hoping the next one, one of the next horse should be last in the corner, but hit the line well, and Megadon's a good each way chance.
Okay, so from the clouds. in the next race.
Yeah.
All right, good luck.
Ciao, mate.
There's David Harrison and Brodie Kirby. Brittany, you're interviewing him more than W. Pike of recent times.
I know, it feels a little bit like that, and certainly on Saturday it was half the day that I spent talking to him out in the post-race interviews on horseback. So Brodie's really making the most of his opportunities at the moment, and is very sound in his mindset of just taking it one race at a time, not getting ahead of himself, not thinking too much into a race or anything like that, because we can see apprentices come undone sometimes if they do put that pressure on themselves. But just taking it one race at a time is really working for Kirby at the moment, and after the big day on Saturday, he's able to open up his account on Wednesday with this winner here today. Brodie, congratulations. It follows on from a big day on Saturday. Firstly, how did you get over Saturday? Did you take a moment once you got home on Saturday night to reflect on a huge day in the saddle?
Yeah, definitely. It took a while to reflect, and you come down to earth pretty quickly once the day's done. But it's good to be back at the races with a winner.
It certainly is. Straight back into the winner's stall. Talk us through the early part of the race and the decision just to push forward and press for the lead.
Yeah, we wanted to lead, and Pikey didn't really want to lead, so I sort of had to use a bit to get across. But once I got across, he had a nice breather, and the horse is a bit lazy. I sort of really had to give him a yell, and he found. I think he's pretty versatile where he can be, whether he's leading or coming off him, but I reckon he'll be a better horse coming from behind and having something to chase.
How was he at the line?
Yeah, good. He's pretty laid back and only does what he has to. That's why I think having something out in front of chase, he'll improve a bit.
Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Britt.